go. Let's go to Gabriel in Orange County. Gabriel, what's happening?
Hey, what up, Monte? What up, Shasky? How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's good to call back, man. I had to do my first call this season. I called a lot last season, but anyway, I just wanted to just touch base on that. Like, I do believe there's a lot of pressure on Brock, but I think it's one of those. I think it's good pressure.
Yeah.
I think that the it guy, in a sense, the it guy right now, you could say, I think Kyle wants to be the it guy. He wants to be the guy that everybody says we're winning because of him. But and I'm going to compare this to for Brock. I'm going to compare this to like a moment in literature. If you ever watched The Great Gatsby, there's a moment where Gatsby, he looks up into the stars right before he kisses Daisy, and he says, "This moment, everything's going to change for me if I kiss her." And this is like the Brock Purdy moment, like that Great Gatsby moment. Right now, without CMC and without Deebo, this is that moment where everybody's holding their breath, and this moment is going to change Brock forever. If he comes through and plays balls out, it's going to literally like shut the entire world's mouth now. Finally, that argument of like I can't win with superstars, it's over. He needs to come through. I'm excited. The pressure's on. The pressure's on all of us, I think, as a fan base, as a team, on Brock, on Kyle, on all of us. So I don't know.
Are you going to the game? You're here in Orange County. You going to SoFi?
I'm in Orange County, man. I'm gonna try, but yeah, I'm trying to get some last minute tickets right now. But I'm trying to make it.
All right, Gabriel. Good call, man. Good call.
Didn't love The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I never watched it in its entirety.
Didn't love it.
A little overrated.
Yeah, didn't
the
love
movie's
it.
Whatever. The book's really good.
That's what I heard.
I'll take your word on that.
That's what I heard.
F. Scott Fitzgerald. Yeah. Pay the over on the references for that author.
Let's go to Jose in Oakland. Jose, what's happening, Jose? Long time no hear.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Look, you mentioned that Aiyuk on the ice, a lot of the fans is not a top-of-the-line wide receiver, even though he was second-team All-Pro. That is a fact. There's a reason for it, okay? We all remember Aldon Smith. At some point, he was an elite pass rusher. He was the best pass rusher out there. But he benefited from having Justin Smith taking 2-3 guys all by himself. Okay, that's the way we see Aiyuk. He benefited from having McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel out there getting the extra attention. He showed during the Super Bowl he cannot get open all by himself. If he's by himself, he doesn't have the ability to get open the same way that Justin Jefferson would do, or the same way that some of the top of the line receivers will do. Like I said, he is really good, but he's not the guy. When he has to do by himself, there's no way he's going to be able to produce.
So hold on real quick, Jose. So you don't think he's going to be able to produce this Sunday? You think he's going to have his work cut out for him?
Look, this holdout thing. First of all, that put him way behind on the way that he's just not gameplay ready. And even when he's gameplay ready, he's not going to be able to produce all by himself. I'm sorry to say, but I'm really, really hoping that the Niners didn't get stuck with a contract similar to Barry Zito's contract with the Giants.
Oh, wow.
Barry Zito got paid for what he did 1 year.
You're down on Aiyuk, huh, Jose? You're down on Aiyuk.
Yeah. Look, like I said, I like him. He's a really good player, but he is not an elite wide receiver. Okay, he asked for the money. He better show that he was worth the money, because the fans are going to be all over him, and that is a fact.
Well, they already are, Jose.
It is funny how we look. Justin Smith was extremely important for Aldon Smith, but we act like Justin Smith was literally grabbing 5 linemen and Aldon did nothing. If that's the case, why did Manny Lawson never have even close to the year Aldon Smith had? About Manny Lawson, like if you had that on your bingo card this morning, but you get where I'm going with this. Like Manny Lawson was a giant stiff. He was terrible. I don't know how he stuck around in the league for as long as he did, but like, come on. I watched Aldon on Monday Night Football. Was it Max Stark? Who was the guy who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Max Stark.
He threw him like a sack of potatoes. I think he had 5 sacks in that game. That was the game where the transformer blew out, the lights went out. He destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers all by himself. Now, yes, Justin Smith was a huge part of it, but let's not act like I could put, Tuli Banta-Kane on the opposite of Justin Smith, and he's going to have 15 sacks. Give me a break.
I do love Jose, though, but Jose is right, though. If Aiyuk doesn't produce, despite all that and saying everything, if Aiyuk doesn't produce, the fans are going to be all over him. They're already all over him. The fans already, we knew this. He dropped the pass in week 1, And you saw the comments. You heard the chatter. Oh, if he didn't hold it. Even Peyton Manning. That's what happens. Get your contract signed, play in training camp. You don't drop the ball. I mean, that's going to happen. No, so that's why when I think about pressure, I don't think Brock Purdy has all the pressure in the world. Now, he's got pressure of being the 49ers quarterback, and he's got to play well because we got things to do down the line here. And we got to figure some things out when it comes to Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? When it comes to dollars and cents, what's going to that bank account. But right now, this Sunday, I can make the argument that Brandon Aiyuk has the most pressure on any member of the 49ers. Brandon Aiyuk has the pressure. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, he has the pressure.
Can I ask a question about like psychologically playing wide receiver? Can you get the yips where you get the drops? I'm not saying he's even close to that.
He caught passes last week.
No, but
you can't get yips.
No, I'm asking like at the position. Forget Brandon Aiyuk. Can you get can it get in your dome?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I always think about when T.O. had all those drops in that one playoff game against Green Bay, and then eventually he came back around and had like, who was the guy, Gaffney? The guy for the Patriots that couldn't catch the ball.
Gaffney for Florida.
Stevenson, or who was the tight end for the Seahawks in the Super Bowl game?
Oh, Jeremy Stevens. He just had a bad day. Day. Who's Joey Porter? Jeremy Stevens, Joey Porter. Jeremy Stevens, Joey Porter. As I got my hands, if you're listening to the radio,
so
he's like, Ted Joey Porter, hi, this guy, his head, hi, this guy. Yeah, Jeremy Stevens basically like, yeah, he's not even on my level.
One of my favorite parts of Trill TV DVD was seeing Joey Porter ride up on everybody outside the club. And Matt Dre's like, that's Joey Porter.
That's Joey Porter.
And Joey Porter's like, what's up, Matt Dre?
Straight from Bakersfield, baby.
Dude.
Joey Porter straight from Bakersfield. Hey, his son's pretty good at Pittsburgh.
He's not bad.
Not bad at all. Joey Porter wearing the jersey of his son is pretty good.
The reason why I ask about psychologically is I do believe there are certain things like free throws. I watched Andres Pietins just like short circuit on free throws.
I don't think we're
I'm not saying he's
we're not even close.
No, but I do think that like putting is something like guys get the yips, right? In pitching, you see certain guys like Rick Ankiel talk about like I couldn't throw a strike. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I threw a cutter and I couldn't throw a strike. We're not there.
We're not even close to that.
There can be pressure in your head as that ball's coming, and
there's
I'll listen to it.
I got he's got to get the ball thrown to him. Number one, and number two. Now it's time. It's time to be that guy. We need some 100-yard games.
I
need a 100-yard game from Brandon Aiyuk this week. I do.
But I do think you're 100% correct. Tolerance level is very thin right now for Niner fans.
For Brandon Aiyuk, for number 11.
I would agree.
Tolerance?
A tolerance is
Brandon
thin.
Aiyuk, there is no tolerance right now for Brandon Aiyuk.
It's paper thin.
He's got to ball out.
I agree.
He's got to ball out. Let's go to, man, this is crazy. This is a must win to get. I'm really excited for this win at SoFi Stadium. Now I'm starting to think like, damn, do I just bite the bullet and try to fly out and go to that game? This is a big game against the LA Rams because they're desperate. They cannot fall to 0-3. They got blown the hell out. They're as low as they can get down in LA. And McVay is saying, we can steal this game and we can send the Niners into a tailspin. This is huge.
If I see him on the sideline doing the years and like he does all that fist pumping crap. Well, because honestly, McVay reminds me of myself.
Oh, now he does?
Good-looking, smart guy, great on a broadcast. Just celebrates with his players coach. I emulate being a Sean McVay. I mean, he's winning at life.
Hey, there's some crazy breaking news here.
What? It's not Diddy related, is it?
No, it's Adrian Wojnarowski here, and we're starting to see this in sports. It's just a quick aside because I want to get to the Lions, get back to the Niners, but just real quick. Schefter's reporting that NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski has agreed to become the general manager of the men's basketball program at St. Bonaventure. He told ESPN the role includes name, image, and likeness allocation, recruiting, and supporting successful bodies coach Mark Schmidt. Now, I believe he attended St. Bonaventure.
Wait. Woj is going to be the general manager of a college team?
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be
the reporter.
Now, I don't know if he's going to continue. Oh, wait, here's his message.
Not Woj, the Duke player.
No, not Woj. I'm talking about the reporter, ESPN NBA insider. I grew up the son of a factory worker 2 miles from ESPN campus and only dreamed of making a living as a sports writer 37 years ago. The Hartford Courant gave me my first byline, and I never stopped chasing the thrill of it all. This craft transformed my life, but I've decided to retire from ESPN and the news industry. I understand the commitment required in my role, and it's an investment that I'm no longer driven to make. Time isn't an endless supply, and I want to spend mine in ways that are more personally meaningful. I'll leave with overwhelming gratitude for countless mentors and colleagues, subjects and stories, readers and viewers. No one has benefited more than me from the belief, trust, and generosity of others. The past 7 years at ESPN has been a particular privilege. I'm appreciative of the company's leadership. After all these years reporting on everyone's teams, I'm headed back to my own. Wow.
So Shams won the war.
Well, I would say that.
Also, I mean how many people who worked at ESPN are in the wake of Wojnarowski stealing their breaking news so that he could have that byline? That's a whole nother undercover story, not for today. Let's get back into
I don't think it's for any day. I think that's an off-the-record story.
No, a lot of people were coming, like Amin was talking about this.
Yeah, I know.
Different people that have worked at ESPN, when they would get breaking news and they said something. I mean, part of why Mark Stein isn't there anymore is because of Woj.
Well, I've been in rooms with Woj and how he has a stranglehold on those ESPN workers. It is something to watch. It is something to behold.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It is wild. That's a story for off the air. But I want to get back to 49ers.
Top 5 egos in sports.
I don't
is
know
Woj in there?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I mean, at his own station, he's not even top 5.
Right.
Stephen Hayes, Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
You did Ryan Clark recently? Come on.
Shannon's is earned.
I mean, there's a Orlovsky. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
I kind of like Orlovsky.
But there's egos everywhere.
He's a goofball. I like him.
Greeny has an ego. We all have egos for crying out loud.
I just don't like the Jets.
Like you have an ego. I have an ego.
Yeah,
we all have egos.
You have to.
Yeah, you got to have some confidence in yourself.
But mine is smaller than others.
No, really?
Yeah.
Michael in
There's
San
a
Jose.
joke in there.
Michael in San Jose. That's why I said
Thank you.
Jose.